Are your laundry room cabinets well overdue for a reset? In today's video, I want to bring you along while I clean, declutter, and organize our two laundry room cabinets. And I'm just going to begin by giving you an overview of this one on the wall, and there's also one behind us. Hello, my name is Mimi, and welcome to my little space here on the internet, where I hope to inspire and motivate others through decluttering, cleaning, and organizing our spaces together. I'm so excited that you are here. Let's tackle this laundry room. And I'm going to begin by clearing everything out of this cabinet and setting it there on the floor, right there on the floor. Funny story, whenever I'd go to look for a hammer, I was unable to find one, and I would even go out to the garage where my husband's workstation is, and I could not find one, and he would always be looking for a hammer and could not find one. So I would always accuse him of taking all the hammers. So in his defense, look at, here are all these hammers that I was finding in this cabinet shoved behind a bunch of other things. And so it's kind of funny as I'm going along in this video, that I'm like counting the hammers that I'm finding in this cabinet here. Also, please just bear with me. I'm trying to get the best camera angles possible in this laundry room. Basically right there where you see me walking in front of the washer and dryer is kind of really the only spot that I'm able to walk and move there. So I was trying to figure out how to set the tripod, and then I had this other contraption, I don't know, some type of gripper, something like that it's called, and I put my phone on that, so try to put it on there, and it would just kept falling off. So just bear with me, and hopefully it's not too shaky throughout the video. And then also, I know the angles, I'm trying to get the best angles that I can, so hopefully you're able to see what I'm doing here. Here's an overview of everything that I took out of that cabinet, and I placed it all here on the floor. And I will begin sorting through everything. Some of the items will go in the trash, some of the items will go to donation, some of the items will go into a tote for extra overflow of utility items and things that may not fit in that cabinet or that we don't need or we could need possibly later on down the road. And the rest of the items I will organize the best that I can and stick them back in the cabinet. So I ended up having to just go get the trash can because all the trash I was piling up there in front of the doorway. And this I'm going through is some refillable lighter fluid, and also we store some oil that my husband uses on his boots. That baggie there has like the command hook strips in there, and also some like hooks that we can use to hang pictures on the wall. And this is our container where we hold tape dispensers, a couple different sizes of tape dispensers for like packing tape, and there was one or two of them that were broke, so I ended up throwing those away as well. Those were some mailers that I will put in my office with the rest of the envelopes that are in there. And this here is a container that we keep all kinds of tape in. Years ago, I used to mail out a lot of boxes and packages to family members and friends. So whenever I would see cute duct tape or mailing tape, I would pick that up, that had cute little designs on it or just different colors. And so we also keep like electrical tape, scotch tape, painter's tape in there. There's some Gorilla tape. I don't know, all kinds of tape. Any tape you can probably imagine. But yeah, so this is where we store that. And so I'm going to clean this out with the amazing smelling essential oil spray before I arrange all these rolls of tape back in this container. That box right there, that part in there, my husband had been looking for it for at least 2 months. And so when I was showing him my video, he's like, "Oh, what'd you do with that?" I've been looking for that. And so to bring this subject up, I was just going to say, when I am decluttering and cleaning and going through things, I remind myself to be mindful and respectful that even though I may think that something needs to be thrown away, I ask if I'm not sure. Obviously, sometimes some of the things are obvious that you throw away, but something like that, for instance, I wouldn't have known what it was, and I'd just be like, oh, I'll just toss this or donate it. But it was actually something really important that he needed, and I'm happy that I was able to find that for him. And here is some light bulbs that I'm going through, and there was a couple of them broke, and so there was like really little tiny pieces of glass that I was trying to pick up. And we have a ton of light bulbs, and I don't even know why, but here again, my husband may have a reason for it, for himself, or for whatever reason in the future. And so, I mean, I wouldn't say we're like pack rats or anything, but sometimes it does make sense on some of the things that he decides to keep. And really, these light bulbs don't take up a whole lot of space. So in this little storage container, we store our batteries. We have AAA batteries, AA batteries. I think I saw a couple C batteries in there. We used to have a lot of rechargeable batteries, but there was still some of those in there. I don't really think we use them a whole lot. We also there's a couple batteries, I believe, for our car clickers. Have you ever seen, like, there's a storage container that they have to store batteries? I would love to someday maybe get one of those, but for now this container here will do. This container here that I'm going through next is like a miscellaneous container box. Some of the items in there are just odds and end things. I think I've always had like a little container of nails and screws. I usually keep like one or two screwdrivers, or I have a screwdriver too that has like the different ends you can attach to it, just so that way I have something in here if I need, instead of going out to my husband's workspace out in the garage and trying to find things out there that I may need. So I'm just going through this miscellaneous one. A lot of the things kind of maybe just stay in there, but I am going to go through and get rid of some of it. And here I'm just trying to wipe off this dry erase marker that I had used a few years ago on these labels. And the ink was just kind of staining the label. But I actually put those labels on there temporarily because I was going to make some labels on my Cricut machine and put them on there, but I never got around to it. So I just left those labels on there, and here in a little bit I will relabel them. Really, I don't probably even really need to make labels or have labels on them because the containers are clear, so you can see already what's in them. And here's just an overview of the few items and containers that I have already went through, and this is what I have left to go through. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light. So I'm just going through and straightening up all of our trash bags. Where we live, we have to use the orange or the green trash bags in order for our trash to be picked up. And my husband made this cool container for me to put the trash bags in because they just come in like a roll. And so they would be falling all out of the cabinet, and you try to unroll one and then, a couple more come with it. And this is just like a ghost trash bags, and you can use that to fill leaves. I will donate that. And here we have 2 little bags full of just the real little trash bags that we used to use in our camper. And this baggie here has these really nice clear bags that I don't even know where they came from, but we will hold on to those. I'm sure they could come in use somewhere. And now everything that I decided to keep, I will be placing back into this cabinet. And now I'm moving on to the cabinets above the washer and dryer, and we're going to be working on taking everything out of here and going through it and cleaning out these cabinets and replacing everything back in that we decided to keep. This is some sort of cleaner that we used to use on our camper. I will give that to the new owners. And I'm taking these mats out, and they had pretty like stuff on it, I think, from the laundry soap being in there. And so I'm going to wipe off this cabinet here, and I took these mats and washed them with hot water in the kitchen sink, and I'm just going to place them back in here. I'm not exactly sure where I got those mats. Maybe might have been IKEA. I'm not exactly sure, but I lay these down just to protect the cabinet on the bottom. But as you saw, it had just a little bit of something on there. I'm not sure how it got there, but hopefully these mats will help keep that clean under there. And I'm just also putting everything back in this cabinet it's on the right side above the washer, so that's all the washing things. And then I will go to the left, and this is above the dryer, and clear all of these things out and go through them. And again, I apologize for my camera angle. This was really the only way I could get this footage here, and actually a few times the camera actually fell. So this is the best I can do. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just wiping out this bottom part of the cabinets and replacing the mats and replacing all the items that belong over here. And now here I'm just wiping off the tops of the washer and dryer. That first bottle and the purple bottle was just some plain water that I used. There was a little bit of soap residue or laundry soap spots on top of the washer, and then also on the dryer there was just, because I was sorting things on there, there was just kind of some loose dirt and some loose lint. And here I'm wiping it down now with some of the essential oil cleaner. And on a regular basis, I do clean inside of the washer and also back behind the dryer. But in today's video, we were just focusing on the cabinets. But while I was in here, I decided to wipe these down as well. I decided to put these 2 laundry sanitizer bottles up there because I took down the Downy fabric softener. I'm going to be giving that to somebody because I don't use it. And these 2 pink containers were sitting on the dryer because I had one of the laundry sanitizers in them. And also I keep my laundry detergent on top of the dryer in one of these pink containers because it's too tall and it does not fit inside the cabinet. So I keep it here in this container, and so that way it doesn't get like soap spots on the washer or on the dryer. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video of this laundry room cabinet clean and declutter. And I hope that I was some sort of inspiration or motivation for you to maybe tackle an area in your home. And here I will just give you a quick overview of what was accomplished today. Next week I plan on putting another video out. It'll be of an area in our kitchen that I clean and declutter, and I would love for you to come back and join me for that video as well. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed week.